Sleepers Podcast, Friday, January 19th. As you can see, no Riley Davis today, but we do have a statement from Riley himself that I would like to read on the show. It says as follows: to my loyal supporters of Bluffs Friday, my apologies for my unavailability today. There was a timing and/or communication error on my and Greg's part that led to my absence. I vow in the future to be better. Remember when Tim Tebow gave that impassioned rant after losing to Ole Miss before everyone realized that he's kind of a dork? Yeah, that's the kind of fire I'm coming with in this vow. With that being said, I want to make a few things unequivocally clear. One, my Heels are still a top 3 team in the country. Shout out to Fam for his hard work in the Discord and in life. You are an extraordinary man of character and tact. Great Discord member, better person, things of that nature. Love you, my brother. UNC for life. 2, the Lions unfortunately beat my Bucs 27-14 on Sunday, with Gibbs breaking off a 40-plus yard touchdown run as the dagger. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will either get burned for a touchdown or do something stupid, and I'll take that as a moral victory. Until next week, Bluffs out. Your thoughts?
I mean, just a great statement that really touches, I think, all aspects of who Riley is. I mean, we got a Tebow reference, we got some UNC chatter, and then we got a moral victory for his Bucs, which I think has encompassed his year.
It would be sickening to be in the divisional round and be playing for moral victories, though.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Do we think he's trying to reverse jinx it?
You know what? I'm not really sure because he was trying to jump off the bandwagon like early.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
He's a Brady fan. He's not a Bucs fan. I know. I know he's gonna send me some pictures of him, and I don't know, playing pickleball in a Warren Sapp jersey as a young lad. But I'm still not buying it. I think he's a Brady fan.
Spicy. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it with Riley at this point. Bummer he's not here. I take partial credit for him not being here, partial ownership of that mistake on me. I still feel like shit. I sound like shit. I look like shit. I feel arguably worse than yesterday, but we're powering through. Need a couple days off. The weekend could not come at a better time. What are you drinking right now?
I got some coffee. I also don't want to make it all about me, but I got the sniffles this morning.
Got it. Okay.
So sorry if I sound nasally. That's all I want to throw out there.
So sickness has just hacked Sleepers headquarters.
You know what? I think it's I think I need like one of those room dehumidifiers or humidifiers. I need one of those. So
Are you trying to dehumidify or humidify?
I did it again. I don't want I want a humidifier.
You want more humidity?
Yes, because the room is dry.
And more humidity would be better?
Yeah, the humidifier adds moisture to the area, to the room.
So you want to be wet?
I want the air not to be dry.
So you want to be wet?
Not like soaking, but I want some moisture.
You want to be moist?
For lack of a better phrase, maybe.
Say it. Say what you want to be.
I want to be a little moist.
All right. This should be a fun show. We are going to talk about Lions Bucs. We are going to talk about a recruit that is family of one of your favorite players who will be committing on Monday. And then we have drama. Real Housewives of Champaign strike again. I mean, right after a huge road victory, of course, nothing can go smoothly. I don't even know if Illinois fans are aware that this was going on, but I don't know. It's entertaining enough. We're going to talk about it. We might get shit for it, but who cares? Should be fun. Want to start with your YouTube comment of the day?
I do. I'm sorry. I'm very excited to get to the Illinois part because I think it's extremely hilarious. Let's see here. All right, I thought this was funny because it got a lot of likes as well. And just because I want to rub it in, I was one of the students in the crush at this game. At the end, I was also sweating the Illinois -10 that Carter had. Love hearing you guys talk Illini ball. Shout out to the Orange Crush for having my back and pulling for me. We did it. We won our bet. Can't wait to see Greg and his Braden Smith goatee for a week.
I imagine that you feel the way Juwan Howard will feel the first day he beats Brad Underwood.
It felt good. I did lay my head on my pillow last night feeling like, accomplished.
Yeah, you're like the curtain has been lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm not overly concerned. Like do I wish I didn't have to do this? Yeah, but am I okay with doing it? Yeah. Will I do it 100% instead of quit halfway through? Yeah, because that's how you should operate when you lose a sleepers bet. I know there's, a little confusion over that these days, but we'll play it well. We'll play by the book.
Will I ever hear the end of that?
No, you cheated. And you know
How?
you cheated. And you know you cheated.
All right. I did not.
You didn't do it.
We agreed that I didn't have to eat all of them.
We agreed that every cookie counting towards your total had to be on camera twice, in writing and verbally. And then you just got to the fourth quarter and didn't do it. And you just expected everyone to accept that that's okay.
I ate, I think, I don't even remember. I think it was like 8 cookies off camera or something like that.
All right, so I'll do the Braden Smith thing. I'll do the facial hair. I just won't be on camera for 4 of the 7 days. Sounds fair.
I will eat 8 cookies right now if that will fix it.
It's easy to do it now. It's easy to do it now. It was hard to do it then. You were in the trenches, and then you willingly opted to come out of the trenches before finishing.
I will say this, looking back on it, if I could redo it, I would do the car thing like the whole time. Like maybe that day I decided to go to KZoo, but it was very easy just to kind of have the cookies as you're driving and you're just like, I don't know, like aimlessly throwing cookies in your mouth.
Are you a big eat while you drive guy? Like in general, like eat in the car?
I mean, I definitely keep a bag of shelled pistachios in my center console, yes.
That's crazy. Of all snacks in the car, something with shells that need to be discarded?
No, shelled. I'm sorry, deshelled. Like they're already cracked.
Oh, okay.
The run from the grind snack version of pistachios.
You said shelled pistachios. I'm like, that's crazy. Like,
I thought I said deshelled. My bad.
What are we doing? Spitting out the shells on the floor of your car?
They're biodegradable. You can throw them outside.
Got a Texas Roadhouse in your vehicle? Is that what's going on?
I mean, it has looked like that at times, but no.
Goodness. All right, let's go to the Discord. Fam starts us off today. Says,
you want me to do Discord comments again?
Can you please?
Yes, I can.
I would love that. I feel so shitty.
No, you're good. That hoodie slaps too. Is that an overtime hoodie?
Yeah, shout out to overtime.
Yeah. I need some more, Cam, for real. If you're listening. Please show up and show out here. All right, let's get this. Where do we leave off?
Fam, yesterday, 2:32 p.m.
2:32 p.m. Oh, wow. People not following the rules here. Okay. Locked in. Here we go. Not enough people. Oh, sorry. This comes from Fam33. Not enough people paying attention to UNC. I know we're in Big Ten country, but their guards are better than Purdue's, can hang in the trenches with Edie, and only edge Purdue potentially has is off the wing. Why aren't more people talking about my Tar Heels as true Final Four contenders? Happy Bluffs Friday, everybody. Greg, I feel like people are giving UNC their love as far as Final Four contenders. No?
I think people are starting to. I think this was a softball lob for Riley, which I respect, by the way. Fam knows his role. Riley knows Fam's role. There's a clear chemistry there. They're like the John Stockton, Karl Malone of this show. I'll leave it to your imagination who's Karl Malone. You don't want to be compared to Karl Malone, but one of them is clearly the Malone here. Anyways, I think I disagree with Fam's assessment, though. I think the only edge Purdue has is off the wing. I actually think North Carolina has a huge edge on the wing. Harrison Ingram is way better than any of Purdue's wings.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that you could also make an argument that Purdue's guards are better than, RJ Davis is incredible, but like Cormac Ryan is not hitting shots. So
the backcourt as a whole.
And Baycott can't hang with Edie either.
Not at all. No.
No.
Yeah, but it would be a fun game to watch. I just disagree where. Like, Purdue wins in the front court. The back court's probably a tie, maybe edge Purdue if you're including two positions, and then wings are Carolina for me.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, people? We need to tighten up. We need to tighten up the comment section a little bit. I love that people are tagging sleepers, but the discourse is unwanted. Okay, this comes from, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, Zader. I think it rhymes with hater. Who are the best two current analysts right now you want covering every important game if possible?
Hummel and Benetti.
Just because you said Hummel and Benetti, I'm gonna say somebody else. Um, I'll go with Fanta. Fanta's my guy. Let me go Fanta. And then sleeper pick, who I highly recommend everyone catches the game of, is RC's.
Yeah.
Randolph Childress. Like, RC's, he does a lot of the ACC games, obviously, on ACC Network, but like every time he does a game, I just love watching it. Maybe it's because I know him personally, but also just like he does a great job of like the storytelling, the description of the game, and just an overall nice guy. So yeah, shout out to RC and Fana, and then obviously Hummel. I think Hummel needs a break though. Hummel's doing a game, and Hummel's everywhere.
He's overworked.
Yeah, he is.
Need a little load management.
Yeah, just take a break. Like, what's a Hummel vacation look like? I feel like Hummel's vacations are him just taking a week off somewhere, but also like still hopping on with Jeff Goodman to do a podcast.
You want to step in and manage Robbie's load.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on here. Malik Perry says, and Riley Friday, now that Greg and Riley are dads, is there bits or something you do with your babies, like pretend they're super strong or something else? Do you have a dad bit? What's your go-to dad bit?
I just do a lot of ditties, man. I've talked about this in the past. There's a lot of musical ditties going on as a father these days. As far as like pretend, like imagination world, sometimes my wife and I pretend that Murphy is an astronaut. That's a fun one. Like she's just a little 7-month-old astronaut. Then we play blast off. She likes to, if you like throw her up, like 3, 2, 1, launch. She goes crazy. She really likes that. So, yeah, I don't know. That's probably my only imaginative bit.
I need my niece to be the first baby in space. Malik Perry again. Greg, get well soon, but you thinking Braden Smith should be on the Big Ten team was terrible. I like Purdue fans, but no one convinced me that they are a good team without Edie. Not Derek, not Boom Fezzle, or the legend Melba. I don't even know if that's a comment or not, but that he did tag Supers Media, so
I'm tapping out of the Braden Smith discourse because I don't know if I'm supposed to praise him or not praise him. You would think me saying Braden Smith hasn't played great in a game where he went 2 for 14 from the floor was like kicking a puppy. Like, it's just insane. And Purdue fans, obviously you're a fan. You can be delusional about your team. That's fine. So are Michigan fans. So are Illinois fans. So are Michigan State fans. I get that. But like, I can't do this. We're not going to sit here and pretend 2 and 14 was a good game. I don't care how much you managed the game. I don't care how much you beat a piss poor Indiana team by. Like, other guys played well. Braden Smith got guys the ball in spots. Yeah, give him credit for that. He didn't play well. He shot 2 for 14. That's not a good game. I don't like it. Just accept that that's not a good game. Be honest about your players. And I'm sorry, now I'm going to rant about it. And it might be the sickness that's taken over my brain. There's a sense of entitlement with the way Purdue fans talk. Like they're entitled to everyone believing that they're a Final Four national title team. Why don't you do it? Like, can I see you do it once? Like I have carried the torch for y'all all offseason when everybody else in national media clowns y'all. And the moment Braden Smith puts up a couple stinkers in a row, I'm not allowed to discuss that. Like, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I didn't even say like, ooh, they're going to lose to Fairleigh Dickinson again. I said they're not a Final Four team until I see Braden Smith looking good again. That's a perfectly reasonable take, but nobody can accept that. And it's all like, oh, Greg makes no sense. Greg really regrets that he said that. I don't regret shit. I don't regret shit. I don't come on here and say things I don't believe. Don't regret it. Do I get things wrong? Yeah. Does that mean I regret them? No. Like Matt Painter's 2-8 against top 4 seeds in his 15-plus year career. Probably going to have to win a couple of those games to make a Final Four. Probably going to need your point guard to go better than 2 for 14 from the floor. So, yeah, great job. You think you're going to get Indiana in the NCAA tournament? You won the game. Braden played great. You won by 20. Sick of it. I'm done. I'm tapping out of the Discord. Discourse, not the Discord.
Yeah, for the record, I back everything I said there. It is okay to say that it's okay to say that your good players had bad games. It is really okay.
Lashing out.
Just saying. And on the topic of lashing out, this comes from Malik. This is for the light-skinned cookie monster in the basement. Why you stay going after Hall? He had a good game, like I said he would. So step back and try to be positive because he went up against someone good. I love you guys, and Greg, your daughter looks like her credit score is higher than Carter's. Okay, that's a couple things to break down here. One for the light-skinned cookie monster discourse that's going on. During the winter time, just so everybody knows, I lose a little bit of color as a light-skinned male. The snow, not enough sun going in on me. So like I take the form of like a sugar cookie. That's kind of like what my skin kind of looks like. Normally I'm more of a snickerdoodle skin tone base. But obviously during the winter time, I lose a little bit of my allure. So I apologize for that. Also, I'm in like an all-white basement with a ring light that's 2 inches from my face with a window right there that is shining in is white with snow right now. So shut up, Malik. I don't even know what you look like. So
hostile day with the Discord and us today.
Here's what it is. Tristan, when Michigan plays at Michigan State, who is more likely to get ejected, Juwan Howard or Ryan the Lion?
Juwan Howard.
I think Ryan, because I don't know if Juwan will be coaching that game.
Funny. Do you want to address the fact that you skipped over 2 comments from Travis Nelson, who you stole something from and tweeted last night?
I didn't steal anything from him.
I mean,
I wanted to bring his comment to the light.
Okay, but like you kind of copyright infringed, kind of plagiarized.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, who does it nowadays, right?
I mean, just like the least you can do is like acknowledge it.
Okay, all right, fine, I will. So Michigan State gets nuggets, right? Every time someone misses 2 free throws in a row from the opponent, and there is a prominent media member on like Michigan State's beat that gets like he got upset about it, I guess, or got in a tizzy about it, and I think it's extremely funny. So Travis Nelson said in the Discord that Chris Solari is punching air right now. I know that Solari follows me, so I was like, I'm gonna tweet this because I want him to see it because I think it's hilarious. So yeah, I stole it and I tweeted it, and I'm still here. And there's no repercussions, and I'm not gonna delete it either.
Okay, I mean that's all it took was just like an acknowledgement. You were trying to act like you didn't steal it. You stole it. You lie, you cheat, you steal sometimes, Cart. It is okay. It is what it is.
I uplifted someone's message using my platform.
Oh, how kind of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. I don't even know why this is a question, but we're debating the best shaped states, and we need you to weigh in. This is my top 10. This is from Guy. Hawaii, Texas, Louisiana, North Carolina, Virginia, Maine, Georgia, Illinois, Rhode Island, Alaska. Do you have any favorite state shapes?
Guys is a crazy list. I'll just say that. Hawaii at 1, Texas at 2 was a little crazy to me.
Texas is one of the worst shaped states. It's too big.
Yeah, it's just large. It's big for no reason. A lot of Alaska love in the comments that follow this. I don't know. I think Michigan belongs in the top 10 somewhere. I think 2 Peninsula is very unique. Very, very. I like that. It's dope.
Yeah.
I like Florida. I think Florida deserves a shout. It's probably it for me.
Yeah, a lot of Idaho love too. I don't know how that got into it. Are you an Idaho potato guy? You like potatoes?
Do I like potatoes? Of course I love potatoes.
What's your favorite form of potatoes?
I mean, can't get enough of them all, but
I'm saying like you only get one. You're on your potato death row. Like what are you doing? Scallop, mashed, in fry form? Like, which way you going? Hash
I think
browns, perhaps?
if you could get all form of fries, you'd have to take fries because that's versatile. If you have to pick like one type of fry, then that gets tough.
Oh, but mashed potatoes.
Right. Yeah. I think if you were limited to like you can only get curly fries, then you take mashed potatoes. That's the most complete form of potato. But
Got you. Because,
shit,
yeah,
I'll go for a baked potato cart.
ooh,
Uh, I
man.
I do not discriminate potatoes.
Potatoes also, I feel like, don't get enough love on the regular, too. Like, and that's like for me, I really only get potatoes a lot during like holidays or special dinners. Like, I don't just get like a normal Tuesday potato. And I kind of want to incorporate that moving forward.
I used to send potatoes to one specific person that I went to college with. So there's a company, I forget what it's called, but you could send just literally just a big ass potato and they would write something like they would write a message on it in Sharpie. And
Yeah.
for about yeah,
I had someone do that.
yeah, for about 5 years, I just sent a Merry Christmas potato to one particular girl I went to college with. That was it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
For
I
5 years.
well, it didn't say who it was from, so I enjoyed the fact that every Christmas she was getting a potato from someone she didn't know who it was from. Mental warfare, you know.
Yeah. I had a boy that got in trouble with this girl, and she sent him an eggplant with a very, very rude message on it and written in Sharpie that I'm not going to repeat on this podcast, but it
Mm,
was something.
that's tough. There is one form of bad potato that I'd like to acknowledge.
What are you about to say? Like all gratin?
No, when you get like breakfast potato, like you go to a breakfast meal.
The little breakfast potatoes?
No, the breakfast potatoes themselves are good. I have no issue with that. But when
Okay.
they just bring out like a hash, like a big flat hash, that's lazy and it's the worst form of potato.
Mm. I mean, those are good though. If that's the worst form of potato,
Oh,
that shows the greatness of potato.
shows what they can do in the category for sure. But like just don't give me lazy potatoes. Like just show up potatoes.
Just, just don't the hash is the greatest potato.
Well, like a hash brown, like a nice hash brown, like a McDonald's hash brown goes crazy. A fully realized hash brown, but
The
just the
Trader Joe's hash browns.
crazy.
Ooh.
But just like a hash mash, like you just order like the continental breakfast plate and they bring out just the flat mash of hash. It's weak. It's weak.
It is. All right. Well, that was our last comment for today, but I'm glad we got to have that potato discord. I could talk potatoes with you all day.
My head feels like there's 11 tiny ballerinas dancing in it.
You have a headache too?
Yeah, like migraine stuff. It's bad. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. You're not gonna do Ryan's matchup of the day?
Oh, sorry. I must have missed it. Sorry about this is why I don't read comments. Ryan the Lions match of the day. Uh Bruce Thornton and Khalil Ware versus Tony Perkins and Coleman Hawkins. Ooh.
The team with Coleman.
Yeah, I think I go to the team with Coleman.
Yeah.
Pretty easily too. And lastly, shout out to This comes from Ryan the Lion as well. Shout out to Riley Fridays. Refreshing break from the other two bozos. Really feels like a breath of fresh air.
Everything hurts. I respect that opinion though. I miss Riley.
Me too. Bozos hurts, but I respect it.
It's on brand. Let's get to the topics. Lions Bucs. How you feeling? Your Detroit Lions chance to make the NFC Championship game with a victory in a game that they're 6.5 point favorites in.
Yeah.
At home, nobody saw this coming. Baker Mayfield stands in the way. Baker Mayfield's chirping Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Uh, do we like that? Do we not like that? How you feeling?
Um, I like it because Gardner Johnson's just being himself. Like that's who he is. Baker also seems like the type, like he's got a little GregWaddell in him. Like he thrives off pity and spite, pettiness and spite. Like I feel like that will motivate him to play his best ball. But with that said, the scariest part of this game for me And the main point that I want everyone to take from this is I am scared how confident I am going into this game. The fact that I'm this confident has me thinking twice about how this outcome could go. I mean, we beat this team already earlier in the year at their place fairly handedly without a good amount of our main weapons. We were able to beat them. I just don't see this team, this Bucs team, having enough to come into Ford Field and get a win. I just don't think they can hang with us. I think if the Bucs play their best ball, they still would not be able to outdo us playing even okay. Like, I just think we are the better team. We are at home. I think we're better at damn near every position. I just, maybe besides defensive backs, but even at the defensive backs, like, I just think that we are clear cut the better team, and I'm extremely confident that we win this football game. And honestly, I don't think it's that necessarily a sweat, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying we blow them out, but I don't know if there's any point where, like, oh, we're down late in the third.
But if the Lions put up a stinker, they lose if Tampa plays well, right?
I don't know.
See, that's crazy. You're way too
Tampa's not that good.
You're way too comfortable.
Am I?
Yeah.
They're a 500 football team, man.
They've been playing well the last month.
They're a 500 football team. Who they beat the last month?
Look it up for you.
I'd love to know who the best team they beat this last month.
You're not a believer in like peaking at the right time?
I am, but I think they were beating bad teams.
Okay, since December started, beat Carolina at home, beat Atlanta on the road, went into Green Bay, pieced them boys up by 14, beat Jacksonville by 18, a blowout, lost at home to New Orleans, that was a bad one, went on the road to Carolina, shut them out.
Yeah, so in the great words of Chris Berman, who they play? Like
Green Bay and Lambeau.
Yeah, did that.
Back to back Packers Jags winning by a combined 32 points.
Yeah, I mean, we did that in Lambeau too, and also, not everyone gets to play a hurt Trevor Lawrence and a badly run Jaguars team.
Okay, not impressed by a 32-9 victory over Philly?
No, I mean, who's Philly's defensive coordinator?
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, they were checked out.
You're right. Okay, here's my issue. I think Baker might throw for 400 yards in this game. Because I think our secondary is not good. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But I mean, Matt Stafford threw for 400. Like, you think Baker's got 400 in him?
Well, our secondary is not good. Our secondary is talking like they're good. I don't know. Like, it scares me a little bit that CGJ is doing the whole like when's the one time this season he was in front of the cameras trying to give me all of that? It was the ski mask game. We got pieced up by Geno Smith at home. So like there's some serious stuff here of like, can you just chill? Can you show up and play well and then talk your shit? Like, I don't like this. And he is wrong. He named Russell Gage. Russell Gage hasn't played this season. Like, CJG's talking out, or GJ, I don't know, all the initials. He's talking out the side of his ass. And I love him for it, but like, Baker's not that boy I would want to mess with. Like, I believe in big game Baker.
You believe in like 2024 big game Baker?
Yes, because I think 337 yards and 3 touchdowns on Philly. There's no reason he can't do that in Detroit too.
In the den?
Against our secondary?
Mm.
Like, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think we can score on them too, but I think it's going to be a shootout.
Okay. I think we win the game like 30 to 20 with like a late touchdown by the Bucs, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I would like to see a turnover at this game sooner rather than later. I think
we are gonna have a turnover in this game.
From Baker or from our side?
From Baker.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I just like sometimes the scariest thing is being the team who has nothing to lose and all of a sudden having something to lose. Like,
yeah. But like, okay, but you haven't mentioned what are they gonna do to stop us?
I don't know. Their defense has played well. Like, they haven't given up more than 12 points in a football game since Christmas.
And also haven't played a quarterback that's that good except Jordan Love.
Jalen Hurts?
That Philly team was so broken.
Super Bowl last year, they were broken, but we're not going to like sit here and say Jalen Hurts a bad player.
No, I don't think he's a bad player. I just think, they got him trying to run an offense where he puts a square into a circle block.
I guess.
So with that said, what's the final score of the game?
27-24 Detroit.
Like we win on a game-winning field goal, or how's it end? Talk to me.
Tampa misses a game-tying kick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a 10-plus point victory.
I hope you're right. I don't know if my heart can take it. I'm also very sad I'm not going to be there, so it's on me if we lose. But I feel like shit, and I don't feel like spending that much money if I feel it's bad. So
I will be there on our behalf.
yeah, you're going to have to carry us. I think you can. Let's move to Jeremiah Fears making his decision Monday, supposedly. All signs point to one school here, I believe, but you and I haven't talked about this, so I'll see if you are on the same page as me. His final 5, according to his list: Providence, Illinois, Kansas, Ole Miss, Michigan. He has canceled his official visit to Michigan that was supposed to come in the next couple of weeks, I believe. It is not expected to be rescheduled. He is announcing his commitment Monday. Who's he going to commit to?
I was told that Michigan felt good about the spot they were in.
They feel good about everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. If not. So everything I heard is that he'll be in Champaign.
Oh.
Which is what I didn't originally like. I was very, very convinced that he was going to go to Providence. I don't know. I've been saying that for a long time now. I just thought that Providence and the momentum they got and Kim English as a coach, I just thought that might be the direction he goes. But now people are telling me that it's looking like it's going to be an ILL, INI for him. So what have you heard on this front?
Yeah, I've also heard it's Illinois. Trilly was being ominous. Illinois has a commitment coming. People expect that it is Jeremiah Fears. I'll be shocked if it's not Illinois. Now, we pull a rabbit out of a hat last minute. That shit happens. So this could go another way. But I think if we had a crystal ball, we would both be putting it on Illinois. What does this mean for Illinois? Because right now, Illinois is having a lot of success being a program with quote-unquote no point guard. What does Illinois with Jeremiah Fears look like a year from now?
The thing is, like, Jeremiah Fears isn't a point guard to me. I think he's more of an undersized.
That's crazy.
You think he's a point guard?
Yeah. Where else is he going to play? Like,
I think he's just an undersized 2 guard.
I don't know.
I mean, have you seen enough from him, like passing wise and everything, and like running a team wise?
I think he's good at it. I don't think he's like, I don't know. I guess Jeremy was much more floor general. He literally called himself the floor general, but like, I think Jeremiah is good at it.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah is a bucket for one. Like, I think he's a scorer. I do think he's a good point guard. I guess it's that argument of like, oh, is he a natural point guard? Who really is a natural point guard anymore? Like, guards are just point guards that score are still point guards. So I'll take a step back. He is a point guard. It's definitely interesting to see kind of how that would shape up for next season, because there are rumors that he's also going to reclass too to be a freshman next year. But I love the idea of Jeremiah Fears with Brad Underwood. Like, I think that would work.
Would you reclass if you're Jeremiah? Like, would you advise him to do that?
I would probably. I feel like there's a lot of guard minutes that are up for grabs next year, especially at the point guard position.
I don't think I would.
Why?
Because I'm afraid you'd run into 2 years of Ty Rodgers taking your role. And I don't like reclass guards in general, unless there's like a promised starter spot to take.
See, so I'm like, if Coleman leaves, Guerrier leaves, Dane leaves too, all the bigs leave, right? Do they shift Ty Rodgers from the point guard position? Because they have him there right now as like out of necessity. But couldn't you move him to like a 4?
Definitely could.
And then, bring in an actual point guard. Maybe the minutes go to Jeremiah Fears. Maybe it goes to DGL. Maybe, who knows? The way Brad operates, they could have an maybe they get their transfer point guard and they bring in an established point guard on the team. I don't know. But to me, I think there will be some guard minutes and you can move Ty Rodgers around. Because I still don't think Ty Rodgers is a point guard. I think he's playing it out of necessity, but he would thrive in like that 4 spot, like small ball 4.
I can see it. I think that's a fair point. I don't know. I never think you should reclass unless you're stepping into a spot where you have like a 35-minute role promised. You know?
Yeah, true. But would be a big pickup for Brad though. Like he's a top 40 kid. Like I said, I really like his game just in general. I think he's really good at getting to his spots. He scores in a variety of ways. He's also like, he's got like that fierce family, like late bloomer-ish. Not late bloomer, but he's like, it seems like his brother Jeremy, they've done nothing but kind of get better throughout their high school career and their AAU career. Very different players from each other. I think Jeremiah is a better scorer. Jeremy might just be a better leader, point guard type. But yeah, Jeremiah, he can fill it up with the best of them. He can get buckets.
Who has the better college career, Jeremiah Fears or Jeremy Fears? When all is said and done, who was the better college player?
I think Jeremy Fears ends up being the better college player. I think.
Okay.
I think some of that might also lean on success too.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Was it close? Was it like a tough toss up for you to decide that?
It was, 'cause I think Jeremiah is good.
Okay.
I think they're both good. Would you take Jeremiah? What would Jeremiah be at Michigan?
I don't know. I'm glad he's not going to Michigan because I want what's best for him. I think Illinois is a better spot to have success than Michigan State right now. Like, I think if your answer is dependent on like he's going to have more success, like what's changing?
Can Jeremiah Fears beat out Nico Moretti and Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn?
Yes, and that's a good segue into our third and final topic. The Real Housewives of Champaign are back. I mean, it just can't be a quiet road victory over Michigan. Just can't happen. We mentioned it in the recap last night. Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn did not play. Nico Moretti played 6 minutes. I said pointedly, I would have just given those 6 minutes to DGL. I don't really understand why DGL is not getting a look at all. I thought he came in quickly in the Purdue game and like actually impacted the game. It's kind of one of those spots where like Illinois is playing well, but I think you still want to get him like one run a game. Just get him in the game once a game. If you're playing Nico Moretti, play Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn instead. That's where I'm at. One person who agrees with me, who might end up, watch, we'll probably get bit by this in the end, but DGL's mom, unhappy. If you haven't followed her before, she is notorious for making waves in the Twitter sphere. This, I believe, was on Facebook. It was sent to our Discord. So I'm just going to read. This is straight from DGL's mother's Facebook post from last night. She says, hey, you can go look it up. You can literally search her profile on Facebook. It's public, and you will see this. It says, I'm done. I'm pissed, and I don't care if the world knows it. How does DGL, quote, rule the offseason, obtain 18 points in the season opener, yet not be able to play for 1 minute since? OG is over the bullshit. It's no coincidence that mayor ain't attached to my name. Politicians lie, but April don't. Keep it real or keep moving. I mean, parents can be crazy sometimes. We know this. The comment, she goes on. She was in the comments like responding to people here. Like we had somebody respond and be like, patience, DGL's jersey will hang from the rafters with the chip he has on his shoulder. Hashtag ILL. She says, there's no time for patience. They get 4 years. Done wasted one. He's being mind effed. I count that wasted. He's had enough of that with pukes, PU capitalized. So she's still upset about Purdue. And then the final comment, the craziest one, the funniest one. Somebody said, give him hell, DGL. She said, he can't. He can't politic enough to get off the MF bench. I hope they lose. I hope he transfers. And I hope people get that, all caps, I don't give a F about their cancel culture politics. So we have cancel culture politics accusations. We have her hoping Illinois loses, and we have her hoping that Dre Gibbs-lawhorn transfers. None of this is a surprise if you are familiar with this family's history. We believe in DGL the player. You've compared him to Carson Edwards a lot. Like we said, thought he's looked good. Think he deserves minutes. I agree with April. I think, or whatever her name is, I think he deserves minutes. What do you make of this mess?
I do agree with the sentiment that he does deserve minutes, I think, over guys like Moretti. And I guess I can take April's side in that, or Robin's side, sorry, whatever it is. I'll say this though, like, this isn't the way to go about it. This is, I think we have seen the last of Dre Gibbs-lawhorn playing for Illinois. I think he might get in some games this year, but he's obviously going to transfer after this season. I think that's definitely going to happen, and that's sad because I thought that he did have a future there, but I just don't know if there's any coach in the country who doesn't know like what comes with the DGL package. Like, if his mother is going to be doing this when he doesn't get in all the time, that's what coach wants to deal with that.
Right. Yeah, I think he's going to have to like go down a level for someone to be willing to put up with the BS of it.
Which sucks. I think he's talented enough to play like in the Big Ten.
Couple things. I want to give DGL credit because by all accounts, he has not been part of the problem. And we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe there is a larger reason that he has not cracked the rotation. But I don't think this is a player issue the way it has been in the past. I think it's more just got a mom who's very upset. Moms are going to be upset sometimes. They're going to defend their children. I do think, like, while I'm sitting here saying Brad should play him, I think Brad deserves some credit for not letting this derail Illinois. Like, the team looks great. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. The on-court product needs to be great. And in the preseason, when we didn't know if Illinois was going to be good or not, we were like, you got to keep DGL happy. We kept alluding to that because if you don't keep him happy, things are going to blow up. There's implosion potential. Well, now it's kind of at a point where it doesn't matter. If he blows up, the team's still good. Without him, everybody else is connected. So I think Brad deserves credit for building that in spite of this bomb that he's been sitting on that might detonate any minute, you know?
Yeah. Also want to throw it out there that I think my mom should have acted more like DGL's mom during my career.
You think you're D1 if Mary Rose was behaving this way?
Yeah, I mean, she just I think I like the push. I like the, the combativeness. Like, my mom was a bring the orange slices to the game, like, good with everybody. She didn't go, and also I would have loved for her to have a Facebook status where she refers to me as like just not her son. Like, this is Gibbs-lawhorn is literally referring to her son as DGL, which I think is fire. Like, I needed my mom on Facebook after the game talking about, man, crazy we lost by 7, but Big Cat couldn't get a touchdown to stretch. Politics. F the cancel culture. I needed that. I would have reposted.
Who's the big winner here? Like, is Matt Painter the winner for avoiding this mess?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
1,000%. Because DGL was not. He thinks he's not getting on. He was not getting on the floor at Purdue.
Yeah, you're right. Crazy.
So it would have been even worse probably.
So is it hashtag free DGL though? Are we on the side of that or no?
Yes, we are. We are to hashtag free DGL.
But at the same time, we're also like Team Brad.
Yeah, I think it'll be very enjoyable though next season when he's averaging 17 a game at Butler.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that Thad would take him.
You don't think?
I think he's gonna end up at like USF.
I don't even think Thad has social media. He wouldn't even see the stuff.
Probably right. Is Thad a cancel culture guy though?
I don't even know. I need to go look at her whole like Facebook page. How is this even cancel culture?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. One big thing presented by Bigby.
Sorry, I'm really caught up on this cancel culture thing. Also, I want to get Gibbs-Lawhorn on the pod to ask him about the how they do like the celebrity read mean tweets thing.
Yes,
I need Gibbs-Lawhorn reading his mother's post.
that would be really good. Very good.
It would be. My one big thing is one, hope you feel better, Greg. Two, have you ever tried? I know you struggle sleeping sometimes because you don't get enough, and or sometimes you struggle falling asleep. You ever tried the magnesium drink? Have you seen that on social media?
I've not.
Okay, I've tried it a couple times. Works really, really well for sleep. You get some magnesium, the powder, scoop it into a cup with a little bit of like pomegranate juice, cherry juice, any juice, but mainly like a pomegranate or a cherry juice. Pour that in there, and then put any type of sparkling water or whatever on top of it. Mix that up. Drink that like 30 minutes before bed. Amazing sleep.
I need the recipe.
I got you.
Yeah, I need that. I don't have a one big thing. I'm sorry. I'm running on fumes. Can we
We'll
end the
catch you
show?
back. We'll catch you back next week. Stay tuned to the channel for all your recaps, your previews. And if you are watching this, clap it up for Greg because he's pushing through. And he's dying, folks, but he's pushing through. Can you give me a sign that you're good though, Greg?
Thought the refs were great. Purdue's gonna win a national title. Braden Smith's phenomenal.
See you next week.